some lines under the board that is connected to this pins directly. So this is the point where we put our sensors.
Yeah.
So we should put it here so we can make some command to these switches.
Actually,
Switch
no,
class.
the sensors here are not useful.
Yes, no use.
Good?
I think
Because we want the sensors to read the wagons. Right?
Yeah.
So
Yes,
the wagon shop.
It will measure the color here
Yeah,
and
Wait, I'm
Which is
thinking
the-
about we can go on our presentation with this model actually, rather than PPT. So we can start again.
Alright, let's start again. So, this is your job, the sensor, that it will see the different colors here and know which is the train here. So it's number 2. We had 4 trains, so I think you should maybe use 2 bits to identify each trains. That's it.
But one thing, the sensor, I think we only need one.
no, just
No, we don't need.
for each switch
No.
we need one sensor to decide which part to.
Yeah, but not there. There,
Yeah, not
not
there.
here. We need one here to decide that
Yeah.
split. And I don't know if with that split, maybe we cannot already command the changes for both of them. Why not? Because you read number 3, you just make the switch to number 3 to the track number 3, which I guess is this one.
But I think
We can.
Yeah, I think you are right. You only need
No.
one sensor.
I have one opinion. For each part, for example, the 3 the speed will be higher. But if we change the direction, we will slow the speed. Is that right? So for before each switch, we should need one sensor. So finally, we at least need 3 sensors.
So
A sensor there, sorry. A sensor there is useless. What is this going to read?
To decide the initial location of the train, because firstly we don't know the initial location of the train.
We know there are 4 trains, right? You can, the starting position is irrelevant. You can just start with the first one, right? Push the first wagon, take it, come back, go to the second one. It doesn't matter. For the problem, you always have 4 wagons, so we can just simplify.
Maybe the 3 sensor is just an initial solution, because firstly I don't think if there is no sensor, we don't know the initial location of the train. When the train go to this place, we will know the whole circuit begin to work. But if there is no sensor,
Yeah, it needs a
we
sensor.
don't know whether the whole system will begin or not.
And you have all white.
So
Yes.
the sensor will detect the train, then give input to our PIC to decide which loop is actually in there. Well, you can see there are so many parallel pins here. As far as I remember, I think the con number 1 is correspond to the switch. So if you give high voltage or low voltage, it will turn to be the switch. This is the actions of the switch. And the parallel connection, the con number 2 is
Whatever you have to
correspond for the sensors. It will have the result of your measurement of the sensor. If it measures like a black or white, which corresponds to high voltage or low voltage. So there should be some cables that is connected to our PIC as input. Then our PIC will also have some cables connected here as output to control these switches. That's for one loop. The other loop is about how to control the speed and the direction of the train. So in the experiment, in the demonstration, the teacher used these kind of things, but we don't have them.
We don't
have it.
We just have to press start.
Yes. So that's another loop which has the same function as this one.
Yeah.
So that's all.
Okay. I have one question. Yes, I have one question. When do we know where to start reading the sensor?
Sorry?
When do we know to start reading the sensor? For example, we have the sensor here, the light sensor.
Yes.
The wagon is being pushed here. Okay, how is he going to know when to start reading? To Just to read it.
So I think there is some optical cover of the sensor, right? The sensor is. So as long as it passes through the sensor, it will detect that there is some changing of the signals. Then the microcontroller will know it.
Okay, you're right.
It's very fast on the response.
Yeah, you are right.
We have over slides here.
Yeah, you are right.
So I think we now have a better understanding for the whole systems. So do you groups still have some questions about the switches? Or?
Not much.
I think the important part of your job is to know the connection between each switches and the pin over there.
But I don't know.
So we got two
No,
commands.
but it's for doing it manually. I
This
guess.
one already connect to the pin, yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. You can see it from the technical menu there.
Yes, okay.
So the things we just read from the PIC, if we are going to switch it left or right, and then we send signal to the switch, we set.
You can also think about our switch strategies. It's like if you're in loop 1, you want your train to be at here, so which switch you are going to use. That's also the job of switches. And you tell us, then we can command according to your...
Yeah, but there should be a whole algorithm for this the
Yes.
whole program. Who will do that?
We will do it.
We will
It's
do
fully
it,
controlled
yeah.
by. But at least you should describe the what we're going to do for the switches.
For this one, we just designed the hardware and it will include some algorithm part. We asked them, we will do with the algorithm. You just need to design the
So the thing for
hardware.
us is just receive the command from you and do that. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Put it in.
Because the hardware and software should work together to.
So
For
we
the
not just
system.
for software, we also have to do with the hardware.
Yeah, and then we will do talk about something about the
This is a sensor, right?
this. You can go do that this and look at
Yes,
this.
yes.
没有啊，
不然你别玩，你等会儿。
这不是啊，
You can look at this one. This is a circuit for sensor. And this is just a part of, for example, this part is a sensor, and this is meter trigger.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
And for this meter part, you have to just deal with the noise and make the pulse more stable, because the signal from the sensor is just a waveform. So you have to use meter trigger to make the waveform more stable, and it will be easy to deal with.
Okay.
And then
Sorry. Here.
Question. I wonder if we are going to make a PCB or we just program it. Only
you have to design the hardware circuits for phase one. To try to use you have to draw the schematic.
So the peripheral circuit for the chip.
What?
Just forget it. I got it.
And then because the signal from sensor is too small, you have to use an amplifier to make the signal big enough to sample at the port. And this is the whole circuit for sensor.
Okay.
And this is the part that will control the speed and the direction.
Direction of the train.
Yeah, we call it the delta part. We will Sixian, Haoguan, and I will do with this part, and together with the software. And this is the part to decide the direction, speed, and speed. Oh, I don't think. Oh, I think that's maybe.
That's all, I guess.
Yeah, maybe all for more slides.
Do you still have some problems or questions about the whole systems or something?
Yeah. I think switch just is to use a hardware circuit to connect to connect the signal from the control panel to our PIC.
Can we go in an overview of which we are going to mount here?
Come on.
Mount here.
What?
So
What do you,
What do you mean by
you mean? This is
yes, but here in the practical.
Alright.
So we'll have maybe 3 sensors, one there, one here, one
Yes.
there.
There.
Yeah. 4 sensors.
Oh, yeah.
We have to at least 4 because
Yeah.
the circuit is
Exactly.
separate.
Alright, see when the train goes here, the sensor knows trains here, it sends the signals to the control system.
Which will wait.
Then the microprocessor will give the command to the switches that is here, to the switches, then do the operation of the switches.
Okay.
That's for one loop. The other loop is for the speed and direction of the train. That's all.
Okay, yeah. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Any problem?
And that's it.
No.
This is the only part for phase 1. So next meeting we will do with the specification report.
Yeah.
And every subgroup will do one part of the whole system. And then we will do it together to make the specification report. And then give it to the phase 2 group.
Specification is just make a summary of your job technical issues
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
That's all. Then we can do it together.
Yeah.
To arrange the whole thing.
And maybe about the detailed description of your design may be better.
Yes.
Yeah, give it some
If you
analysis.
can, I mean, if you don't have the problem solved, let's give it some.
Give some
You can do
analysis
that.
or something like that, just like that. It will be better to do with the hardware circuits.
And what suggestions is to simulate?
Simulate.
Simulate the circuit.
Yeah, you should design the hardware circuit. You should simulate. I think it's reasonable.
Oh, yeah.
Could you please?
Okay,
So,
that's a story.
Can you do a small simulation here? Just use hands.
Alright.
Oh, yes, okay.
Yes.
I didn't see the first time.
Yes, continue. So, we put it here.
You unshowed it.
I have to put it.
Okay, you are a reporter. Your job is to do the presentation here. You are the reporter.
Oh, yeah, yes.
You should share.
No, but you looked at the. Okay, so
First, the train.
you have the train, this is all there. So all of everyone is facing the same way.
I guess the center is
At the beginning,
Maybe some the other side.
So what we're gonna
You should-
yeah. So what we're gonna do is just press start on the controller, and then the train will come. It doesn't matter where it will go. Well, let's go to the first one. We need to push the first card.
Yes.
It will push these cards, and then we have to decide here
I guess.
where it will go. So it don't get right. To decide here where it will go.
Here's a sensor.
Here's a sensor, exactly.
This one.
And
Yeah.
reading this, we can already.
Reading this barcode, he will know the number of your train. That's all.
And then you can just put the switches. The switches will be activated for the corresponding track. So here is 1. This is train 1. To read 1, it will make the switches to come here. Okay. Okay. Then this train will push it until it comes here. And then after it is here, it needs to come back again.
Yeah.
Okay.
On the way back.
Okay.
Should it be
Then-
in order? So first the first one and then second one?
No, because the challenge of if the order was always the same, you didn't have to have any sensors. The thing is, these trains are always can be random.
When the train go to this part, it should
Yes.
go in reverse direction and then go back and then do another.
Yes.
They are always. I think the wagons are always in the same. Are always in these 4 tracks, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Okay.
one.
So then it can return and then can come back.
Yeah, go
Yeah,
back.
okay.
Yeah.
It's true. We need a sensor. I didn't realize it. We need a sensor here to make it go reverse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
initial location.
We need, or else it's.
Every iteration we should
So
divide.
at least we need 4 sensors.
Yeah, for sensors.
One part there.
And 2, 3, maybe.
3,
Here.
Somewhere there, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Because there are the 2
Yeah.
streets are separated.
Yeah, that's true. That's nice.
Then it's 5.
Okay. Yeah.
5.
5.
2, 3. If you put 2 sensors here. Maybe this one.
This one. 1, 1.
And this one.
1, 1. This one will decide the switch at that point.
Okay.
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 Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Any questions? Clear? You choose this one because it's far away from that one without choose this one, yes? The reason.
I think it's okay. Do you still remember there's something, the technical material, a technical process? Your train speed shouldn't be too fast or something.
Yeah.
Because if the sensor is too close, and your train is very fast, there will be
Control
no
radio
time
bar.
for
Yeah,
response.
but-
So it depends, I think it depends.
I think I can simulate the switch.
But anyone here had experience with reading this before?
This is the sensor part actually. But there is also some description in the materials.
Actually, when I was in the university, I did this project before, something like this.
What about if we have a train accident like this? No, it doesn't matter.
I don't know. What if there is a train accident?
It's not supposed to happen. Okay. We don't want to consider that.
We have to
Still
control the
complicated.
speed, right?
If there's
Yeah, okay.
but we can just use it.
Yeah, we just have two level of speed, one high speed, one low speed.
Yeah. And we know the track beforehand, so with the sensors we can program it how fast to go. So here we clearly can go faster, but in that corner it's going to.
Yeah. That's right.
这个也是可以不会说。
Okay.
Maybe
back to
we could have a sensor here to make it accelerate.
sensor 的话需要，sensor 的分区分可以黑白色的反光，黑色是。
So anyone clear? Everybody?
Yeah.
Clear?
yeah.
Okay, go back, I think.
So we can go back to the meeting room.
Yeah,
Just
so
to check. It's another topic.
Okay, then we need to give that key or close the room.